Jodie from Vital Wellness Pilates here. For today's mat work class, you're going to need your TheraBand. So if you want to grab that, and then coming back to the mat, you're going to set your hands so they're on the widest part of your band. If your band's really long, you can be slightly in on the ends of your band. Relax your arms down by the side. Have a quick look down at your feet, setting your feet hip width apart. And then let's open up the collarbones, connecting with the breath. We're breathing in through the nose and gently out through the mouth. And just allowing the breath to flow with the intention of breathing in and out for at least 3 seconds. And then gradually building that to 4 to 5 seconds. And that's both on the inhale and the exhale. So let's breathe in and gently out. One last time. And if you've closed the eyes, let's open the eyes. Place some tension on the band so now that it's lengthened. And then as you take your inhale, raise the arms up to the ceiling. And then as you exhale, keep your elbows straight and release the band behind your body. Inhale, lift the hands. And then exhale to release the hands. Now let's keep grounded through the feet. Find length and space tall through your spine, your neck, and energy out through the crown of your head. And then what you might start to find as you're moving through this exercise is that it becomes easier as you begin to free up or stretch your chest. So what you might like to do from there is move your hands in a little bit more. Again, making sure that you're keeping your elbows straight. As you breathe in, you take the arms overhead, and then we've increased the stretch at the front of the chest by moving the hands in. Keep allowing your breath to flow as we move through. Inhaling up, expanding the ribs. Exhaling, separating the collarbones. Inhale the arms. And exhale, releasing the arms back down. One more time there together. Breathing in. And open the chest, stretch. Breathing out, releasing the arms. Lifting the arms a last time. And then releasing the hands in front of you. Now with your TheraBand, if you can turn your palms over now so that your palms are actually facing upwards. And then you want the band for this particular movement to be either shoulder width or slightly wider than your shoulders. Your elbows are bent and they're bent in an L shape. And then if you can have, rather than your elbows pulled back or by the side, have them slightly forward of your body. And then from there, without squeezing the shoulder blades, my apologies, we're going to exhale, widen the hands, and then inhale as you release. So what your intention here is you're using the band to strengthen the shoulders, both front and back, and we're making sure that that line of the arm bone, that one doesn't change. It simply just turns out or rolls out. So keep moving through. Now what I want you to bring your awareness to now is your upper back, and perhaps close the eyes, and I just want you to feel what is happening there. Ideally we want minimal movement in the upper back, so we're avoiding squeezing our shoulder blades towards our spine. And let's go for 4 more of these together, allowing the breath out as we resist, and then inhale as we release. You've got 3. So strengthening the shoulders, in particular the rotator cuffs, so muscles at the back of the shoulders, important ones for our posture. And then last one there. Now, same position, but just wriggle your hands out a little bit further. So you're going to need a bit more band. So ideally it's quite flimsy there in the middle. Now the movement starts the same. So we breathe in, prepare. We breathe out, we widen the hands just as you practice. But take that a step further. Inhale, lift your chest up and reach your arms forward. As you breathe out, bend your elbows in, release the chest, and then allow the hands to soften. We exhale, we widen the hands, we keep widening them, Stretch the arms long as you lift your chest up to the sky, and then bend the elbows back in towards the body as you release your chest, and then releasing the hands. So we're just taking this movement of the rotator cuff pull slightly further by adding in thoracic extension. So that's the movement of extending your upper back. And you can do that by focusing on the front of your body, by lifting the chest plate right up your nose or to the ceiling. And then obviously feeling the work in the front of those shoulders there through the resistance of the TheraBand. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, bend the elbows. Lower the chest and inhale, ease off. You've got 2 more. Exhale, widen the hands. Start to lengthen the hands, taking an inhale. Lift the chest. Exhale, bend the elbows. Lower the chest and return the hands in. One last time. Returning the elbows all the way in and easing off. Now if you can move your hands back down to the edges, and this time you're going to make little fists. Now if I can invite you to be standing towards the top end of your mat if you're not already, so you've got all of that space in front of you. Relax the elbows down by the side but maintain your L shape, and then just very gently open the collarbones so you feel the activity in your back body. Now balance into the left foot as you take an inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to lift the right knee up, and it will knock the band. Don't worry about that at this point. And then releasing the knee all the way down. Balance into the right foot. Keep strong and long in your body as you lift the left knee. And then you're releasing that leg down. So focusing the next phase of the program on your balance. And last one over to that left side. So as we breathe out, we lift the left knee. As we breathe in, we carefully place it back to the mat. Now come back to that first side, so balance into the left foot, pick up the right leg, and this time place the foot in your band, but I still want you to keep your leg active so that the arms aren't taking the load of your leg. Now as you exhale, extend your leg, and I want you to think of the toes reaching to the sky, the heel stretching forward, and then as you breathe in, you bend the knee. Now when you're moving through, I want you to think of being heavy on that right side of your hip so that the hip doesn't lift up towards your earlobe. Exhale, extend the leg, and then inhale as you bend the knee. Stay strong in the left standing leg as you're moving through. We've got 2 more. Exhale, lengthen, and inhale, release. Last one, lengthen, hold it there. Again, be light on your arms and add in little pulses of your right leg. So we go up for 8, breathe for 7. You can support with your arms, but just be as light as you can so you're working your hip. And let's go 4, 3, and 2. Last one, and then bending the knee, releasing the leg all the way back down. Take a moment there, reset your position, breathing in. Breathe out, balance into the right foot, pick up the left leg, placing it into the band. Lift the chest up tall, eye line is forward. And then we exhale, extend the left leg. Breathe in, bend the knee. So again, support with the hands, but try not to overuse the shoulders. And on this side, I want you to imagine suctioning your thigh back into your hip as you extend it long. So like you're trying to fill the space at the back of your hip there. And let's go for 3 more there, using the breath to facilitate the movement. Now the last one coming, we're going to hold it together, and we have our 8 lifts. We lift for 8. And you'll notice that I'm not kicking or moving fast because we're practicing precision and control. Let's go for 4. Exhale, lift, keep reaching the heels forward. For 3, breathe for 2. Last one, lift, take a short pause as you bend the knee in. And then you're releasing the leg all the way down. Place the band underneath your feet. And then set your feet so they're hip width apart. And then lift your body up tall so you can feel the resistance of the band. Keep opening up the collarbones. I'm going to turn for this one just so you can see in case you need to see visually. And just start with a gentle side reach. So we're going to inhale, bend towards the right side. feeling the resistance on the band on the left, and then breathing out as you center. Breathe in, side bend to the left, feeling the resistance on the band on the opposing side, and then coming all the way back up. Flow through with the movement, keeping the elbows as lengthened as possible. There might be a slight bend in the elbows, and that's no problem, but we're not wanting to overwork the arms. Keep opening the collarbones. Be open in the chest, and the reason for that is because I want your posture upright and your upper back muscles active. One more to each side. So stretching the waist. Last one. And then we're finishing back to the top there. Keeping the elbows straight, we inhale, lift the shoulders to the ears. We exhale, resist the band as we release the arms down. So waking up your shoulder stabilizers through your shrugs and not allowing the band to pull you back down to the earth. You're resisting. Inhale, that shoulders up. Exhale, releasing down. And we've got 5 together. Grow even taller through your body. I want you to imagine that your rib cage is trying to lift away from your pelvis or your hips. And then in opposing direction, you're grounding your heels down into the floor. Last 2. And last one there. Releasing the shoulders. Making sure that with the TheraBand, you've got little fists happening, but you're going to turn the fist so that the palms are facing back behind you, and then press yourself back up to standing there. So hands are looking behind you. Now as we inhale there, we're going to take a small squat, pressing the hands slightly back behind us. And then as we exhale, we press the heels into the floor and we lift our body right up and lift the chest up to the sky. Breathe in, lower the bottom, stick your booty right out, press the hands back. And then as you come up, breathe out, lift the chest to the sky, open the collarbones. And breathe in, lower. And breathe out, lift. Keep going with the movement. So what I want you to focus on is staying strong in your shoulders. Try not to let them roll forward. Collarbones, we want them nice and broad, so we're working into that upper back. And we're pressing those hands back slightly to create a little bit of resistance for the shoulders. And we've got 2. Making sure knees stay behind big toes. Now last one, we hold it there. Again, check knees are behind toes. If there's any discomfort in the kneecaps, come up a little bit. If you feel good, you go low, tummy's in, tailbone wraps between the bottom cheeks. Now as we breathe out, we press our hands. We breathe in, we release it. We breathe out, we press, and we breathe in, we release it. So working your tricep muscles down the backs of your arms, making sure that as you're moving through, your shoulders don't drop forward. Let's open the chest press back. So working hugely on our upright posture here through this movement, strengthening the back body. And we've got 4. Open the shoulders for 3, for 2. Now last one, press back, hold little pulses. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release the arms slightly, lower the bottom slightly, breathe in and breathe out, press your body all the way up. Now taking just the left foot off your band. So that's going to bring you to the right foot on its own in your band. And then you're going to return your hands around so you've made little fists again. But the fists, the palms are facing inwards. Step forward into the right foot. Adjust your back foot so you're balanced on the toes, the ball of the toes, and the heel is lifted. And then lift up through your chest. And I just want you to hold that position, taking a few deep breaths. At this stage, your back leg is straight. So knee, can we straighten that? So that we feel the stretch through the front of the left thigh. Perhaps you go a little bit deeper, but stay lifted in the chest and draw the tailbone to the floor. You've got 2 more deep breaths there. Last one. Bending the back knee, breathing in to lower that back knee, breathing out to lift it. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lift. So with your technique here, it's really important that the right knee doesn't go over your toe for this particular movement. And I want you to keep suctioning the right thigh back into your right bottom cheek so your hips are square and forward. You'll notice I'm not going very deep. You can choose to go how deep you'd like to go. And then we're going to add in a bicep curl. So as you lunge, you curl. As you come up, you release. And again, lunge and curl. Come up and release. Let's go for 6 there together. And we're inhaling as we lower, bicep curl. Exhale, press up. Inhale, curl. Exhale, press up. Last 4 and lift. 4, 3. I'll focus on the counting for this one. And 2. Now the last one we're lowering into the lunge and holding, and then continuing with bicep curls for 10. Swap your breath. Exhale, bicep curl. Inhale, release. You've got 8 to go. And 7. We have 6 together. 4, 5. Last 4, there you guys. 3, 2. Last 1. Come up slowly. Transition into your front leg so that you can come out of the band and give the legs a little break there. Make your way back to the top end of your mat. And then let's place our left foot in the band. Stepping your left foot forward, setting up your lunge. Front knee is bent, back leg is straight, and we're balanced on the balls of our toes there. So if you struggle with balance, this will feel challenging. So you're more than welcome to put a hand on a piece of furniture or whatever you need so that you can actually hold the stretch. Take one more breath there, you guys. Now bend the back knee. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, press. So always using the first repetition to make any adjustments that you need. Perhaps your foot needs to come closer. Or maybe you need to check out the knee position, making sure the knee's not coming over the toe. Then once you've got that right, you're good to continue on. Now let's add in the bicep curl. So we inhale, we curl. Exhale, we press up. And I promised I'd count, so I'll count for 5. And coming up. And 4. Inhale, lower bicep curl for 3. For 2. And then this is your last one. We're going to hold it. Stay still in the hips, bicep curl. Exhale, curl this time for 10. And 9, for 8, 7, keep breathing, 6, for 5, and 4, last 3, 2, last one coming, you guys, and then stepping forward, releasing both of your legs. Coming to the top end, the bottom end of your mat, my apologies, crossing your legs and just coming down into a seated position on your mat. Set your feet so they're hip width apart. Keep the band close because we are going to use it. Bring the arms forward, grow tall through your spine, and let's take an inhale together. As you exhale, we're scooping in our belly and we're slowly rolling our spine down until we get all the way down to the mat. The head will rest, palms go to the sky. Breathe in there. Breathe out, gently tilt your pelvis into an imprint so the lower back is closer to the floor. Take the legs one at a time to tabletop and holding there. Now we're setting for 100, so if you want legs long, go for it. Let's take an inhale there. Exhale, chest lift up. And then we pump in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5, deep breaths. 2, in, 2, 3, 4, 5, out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Last breath, you guys. Hugging the knees, releasing your head, taking a moment there. Perhaps rocking from side to side, whatever you need. Placing your feet hip width apart on the floor, knees stay bent. Grab your TheraBand and you're going to pop your band over your waist. So roughly where your hip bones are, that's where I want you to think about placing it. And then position it in a way that your hands are holding and you're not pulling the band too tight at this stage. That'll happen when we move. And you're just pressing your hands down into the mat beside you there. Now, I want you to position your hands in a way that they don't lift off the floor for this next exercise. So our heels are pulling to the bottom, we're taking an inhale. And then as we exhale, we press our hips straight up. We inhale, we lower our hips straight back down. Exhale, press up. And inhale, lower down. So keep moving through while I explain something to you. The TheraBand is creating resistance. So it's creating resistance so you can work your glutes and your hamstrings a little stronger. So they're the muscles at the back of the legs. If you're finding you're not getting a lot, all you do is make the TheraBand stronger, so you move your hands. But remember that no matter where you put your hands on the band, they have to stay on the floor. So that means that your shoulders and your triceps on the backs of the arms are working as well. We have 6 together, release. And 5, 4, 4, 3, 4, 2, keep pressing the hands down strong. Last one, lift and hold it, and small pulses with the hips up. 4, 7, keep pressing the hands, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, lift the hips, hold it there, and then melt the spine slowly down. Raise the hands to the sky. Let's take an inhale. Exhale, float the right leg. Followed by the left, glue the legs together. Keep the hands to the sky as you inhale. Twist the waist to the right so the knees go to the right. Spine twist. Exhale, center. Inhale, twist so the legs go to the left. Exhale, center. I encourage you to start small because you don't have your arms, so you might overbalance. And that's no problem, that's how we learn. But maybe start small and gradually build it as you find your balance. Inhale, twist the lower waist, trying to keep our hands reaching up to the sky. What will tend to happen is the hands will want to move to counteract us. So if we can keep them up to the top for this particular one. Last set. Last one. Okay, now you're back to the center. We are going to use the arms. So we twist, we take the knees to the right. The hands go to the left as far as you can go. Back into the center. We twist, taking the legs to the left. The upper body goes the opposing direction and we reach. Come back to the center, imagining that you're your own dishcloth and you're wringing your midsection out, getting all the water out. Inhale, twist. Exhale, center. And twist. Center. One more to each side there, you guys. Last one to the left. Coming back into the center, breathing in. Breathing out, chest lifting up, placing the band down on your thighs. Your shins, my apologies. So make sure that your band's about midway between your feet and your knees. And then you're holding yourself up in a chest lift and your hands are long, reaching your fingertips forward. Now keep holding, keep breathing. If your neck is sore, your head comes down at any stage, there's no need to strain. Keep bending from underneath the boobs, taking an inhale. Exhale, press your hands down. Inhale, release. Exhale, strong abs, press the hands down. Inhale, release. We've got 6 together. Exhale, press 5 together. 4, 4. And 3. 4, 2. taking the left leg out rested on the floor, popping the band around the arch of the right foot. Hands, if you can, just be quite relaxed through the hands and the shoulders, so we're having to hold our leg up with our leg. Pop the hands in the band, and then just begin with a point and a flex of your foot. So toes go to the sky, and then toes come to your face, and then just keep moving through with that. So pointing and flexing. And then let's bring the foot to a relaxed position. As we breathe out, bring the leg a little closer to your face, and then breathe in, bring it away. Breathe out, bring it closer to you. Breathe in, take it away. One more time. Coming back to the position of the leg reaching straight up. I just want you to imagine that you're milking a cow. So you're going to pull one side so your foot or your ankle turns inwards, and then you pull the other side so your ankle and your foot turn outwards. Now just want you to keep moving through, and what you'll start to find is that the muscles down the side of the lower limb start to release. And you might not have even known that they were tight. It could be a bit of a surprise for you. And then making that set the last set, putting the TheraBand into the left hand, and then bringing the right hand out to the side. And then you're going to take your leg across to the left. Keep going, but only as far as there's no discomfort, no pain. And perhaps you rest your left elbow down on the floor. I invite you to close your eyes and connect with your breath. Coming back into the center, and then swapping the legs over, reaching the right leg long, and then just starting with a point and a flex of your foot. Now, if you find that your band is flinging off your foot, there's two reasons for that. One, you're using too much arm strength, and you're not allowing the leg to hold the leg up. Or two, your band's all wrapped around itself, so you actually need to space it out. Few more moments. And then from there, breathe out, bring the leg closer to your face, and then breathe in, ease off. Breathe out closer to the face, and then breathe in, ease off. One more. Finding the leg reaching up again, milking the cow, so you can start when you're ready. Single arms. And the foot turns inwards, the foot turns outwards. And you might even find that your foot and your ankle don't move a lot, and that's completely fine. We've all got different mobility in our body. So you just roll with what you've got. And then eventually making that set the last set, and then putting the band into the right hand so you can take the leg across to the right. Left hand goes wide so you're counterbalancing, and perhaps the right elbow is on the floor to help you balance. And just keep holding, keep breathing. Last breath there. Slowly making your way to the top. And then you're going to put both of your feet into the band. And then hold on tight so that you can lower your feet to the floor. Glide your heels along the mat. And then separate, make sure your feet aren't together, so you want to separate them a little bit there. Now, hold on tight to the band, and then as you inhale, you're going to lift up your head, look at your feet. As you exhale, you're going to sink your belly, use your arm strength and start to curve yourself forward. Flexing over, taking an inhale. And then as you exhale, begin to roll your spine, coming all the way back down. Allow the head to come to the floor. We inhale, we lift the head, we're looking at our feet. We exhale, we sink the tummy, articulate the spine up, and then fold the body forward. Release your body all the way down. And when you get down to the floor, you're going to turn your palms out so they're facing the sides of the room. As you breathe in, your chest lifting. As you're breathing out, you're pushing your hands out wide to the side of the room. You're going to keep them wide as you inhale. Then you're exhaling, you're rolling your spine down, keeping that activity in the arms as you release. Now you've got the option to stay with that variation. Otherwise, if you're wanting to learn the teaser a little bit more, you're going to press your hands out, lift the chest or lift the head. And then as you come up, you're going to keep pressing the hands out so that you lift the legs up to your teaser position and you hold your V. And then as you come down, bring the elbows back in and then try and take your time to release everything down so your feet and your head land at level. Turning the palms outwards, breathe in, chest lift. Press out through the hands as you scoop the belly, roll up to seated or coming into your V. Breathe in to hold it there, bending the elbows in. Breathe out, releasing your spine, coming all the way down. You've got one more. Press the hands out. Lift the chest. Press out through your hands as you float the feet, scoop the belly, squeeze the legs together. Breathe in, hold it there. Pulse out with your hands for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Listen closely. Bend the elbows, bend the knees. Release the knees and release your band. Coming into a cross-legged position. Reaching the hands wide. Taking an inhale, float the arms. Exhale, release the arms. 2 more, inhale up. Exhale, release. Last one. Thank you for joining me today, you guys.